All right. Last week, you found yourself in a period of mourning and downtime. Michellangelo is mourning the loss of some relatively new but still good friends. And in kind of grief and kind of boredom, and I, as a third party, feel like perhaps a desire to get away from the place where your friends died bugged the ever-living shit out of your boss for a job.
Yes.
And found yourself reconning a small, kind of isolated village in the northeastern part of France, near where the trench warfare is. I guess now it's technically Germany. It's in German space. It's an Axis controlled territory, but a French village nonetheless. Landing at night, you decided that staying the night in the forest and doing some recon, some long distance recon, was the best course of action. And in scouting out the forest for a good place to camp, Michellangelo found herself beset by I'm going to say terrifying. I watched that YouTube video.
That was that. Of like the way that you looked.
Oh, that much creepier than I thought it was.
So creepy. I was like,
a terrifying encounter with some unknown dark fae who seemed to be searching out Michellangelo specifically, led into a separate horror film, a monster film, a kaiju film, where Dr. Inwood goes full Godzilla chameleon mode and utterly eviscerates your foes. You make camp, and you find yourself now in a calm, beautiful, sunny forest. The birds have begun to sing. There was no birdsong or any really wildlife noise last night. But as the sun rises, you can hear birds. There's a faint sound of a woodpecker out in the distance, crickets. There's like this faint rustling of wind through the branches of the trees. This is an old growth forest. There is no leaves because it is still winter where you're at, so it hasn't had time. There's some pines that are green, but you have both in the course of the night had a watch and had strange dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And you find yourself awake. Michellangelo, you had the last watch. You have woken everyone up for breakfast, which are just MREs.
Yeah.
It is not a pleasant meal.
They're so good. Who's the cook? Hey, morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling today? Are you gonna turn into one of those thingies again?
No, I would have to take a... Never mind. We're just gonna have the same conversation again, and I'm fine. And no, I am not going to turn into anything. Just had difficult time sleeping, that's all.
I have a question for Florida.
Hold that thought, Doctor.
Florida?
Yeah, Florida is, she was woken up. She has you will have seen this like kind of in passing, because you do share a living space together. She does have a morning routine where she does get up and do some like stretching and then just takes cleans, doesn't sharpen, but cleans her blade. You've never actually seen her sharpen her blade in any capacity. Which, to be fair, it's a fucking claymore. It doesn't need to be that sharp.
Florida.
Yeah, Michellangelo?
I think there was a moment last night in our fight that, I was invisible, but you saw me? Maybe? Did you see me while I was invisible?
Yeah, see invisibility. It's a spell.
What? How do you... Is it permanent?
No, you were being chased by by dark fairies. Invisibility is a very common tactic for them. I cast see invisibility on myself.
That's good to know. You also, held me like I was a kid. Do you have kids? Did I ask you this?
Yes. Yes, I have several children.
Where are they?
Most of them are grown up or dead now.
Most?
No, Liam turned 20 a few years past. So yeah, I think they're all grown up.
I'm going to start pulling out alchemical things out of my basically carpet bag and start brewing a new mutagen.
Go for it.
Nice. That's all. I just wanted to know a little bit about Florida.
Pulling my chemistry set out.
Yeah. Marcus is going to deconstruct your camp as you all prep. He's going to leave the raised rock benches that you guys are all sitting on, but he's going to take down the earthen walls and try and leave as little of a trace of you guys as possible.
Yes. Ooh, I can do a pass without a trace again once we start moving.
I feel like that's a good idea, Michellangelo.
Are we going to the church first, or are we going into town, or are we just gonna chill out here and wait for someone to come to us?
No, I believe we determined that the best place to observe from a distance was the hills nearby the church, so we can reconnoiter the church while we were there.
Great. The church hills.
Yes, the church hills.
Yes, the hills around the church.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll go ahead and cast pass without a trace. 4 of us, right?
Yes.
Yes, on all 4 of us.
Okay. Dr. Inwood, you have plenty of time to prep whatever extract you want, whatever mutagens.
Okay.
You have that full... I don't remember the time frame. You have plenty of time for it in part of your morning routine.
Yep. Yeah, I just need an hour to brew the mutagen.
I should say this.
In that case,
I'm doing the wands before we move. It's gonna.
I figured if you had started, Dr. Inwood would probably have warned you that it would not be effective, and I feel like that is.
That's true. That would have been a thing.
Well, at least now we can't smell ourselves.
Are you saying you smell bad?
Well, we have been sleeping out in the woods. I was
You smell fine to me.
covered in various... Well, you can't smell me now.
Exactly. You smell fine. Okay, we'll just go. It's fine.
You guys prep. I'm assuming you are stealthing.
Yes.
Yep.
So I will have you guys roll me stealth checks for as part of a group stealth check.
How
Natural 20 for Florida.
Nice.
how long
Good
of
job, Florida.
a journey will this approximately be?
Probably close to 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get near the church. Probably closer to 5 minutes if you want to just get close to the edge of the town from the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Not so hot for Marcus.
Oh
Okay.
If I want to do one of my thingies to
I
re-roll,
will not use my.
do I have to take the second roll or the better of the 2 rolls?
You take the better. It's basically a point for advantage.
I will do that.
Lol.
Well, it didn't matter. Great.
I got a 4 total.
Hey, you beat Marcus.
Hey!
28.
So but that 28. So that is 3 successes between Michellangelo in Florida
Yay.
and 2 failures. So the group does pass the check.
Merrily. Thank you.
Skin of your teeth. If Florida had not rolled that natural 20, you would be in a much rougher place right now.
Ooh, yeah.
Potentially.
Way to go, Florida. Pulling through.
You managed to walk your way. It is a gorgeous late winter, early spring day. The sun is out. The air is crisp. It's clear. It is a little cold, but it's not so cold that you feel uncomfortable with like the movement and the heat from moving carefully through the forest. It is just breathtaking. Clear, cloudless sky. And you end up making your way up into the hills where the trees start thinning out, and you're maybe 200, 250 feet away from the church.
Okay. So that was a 15-minute walk. I'm just
Probably closer to 20 with just moving slowly and trying to be stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
But you feel like you could probably get back to where that camp was at a dead run in probably closer to 5 to 10 minutes if you're sprinting.
Okay. I'm just making a note of how big this town is on my tiny little map.
It's not super big. It's more just spread out.
Yeah, we shall show to Dr. Inwood. Look what I wrote.
That is actually very good.
This is where we are at.
Yes, I can see that.
Great.
Let's take a look at the church and then see what we can see of the town.
Do you want to send in little Leo first?
Yes, I suppose that would be. He hasn't gotten out to stretch his legs in a while.
Remind me, what is Leo's walking speed?
Probably the same as mine. Oh no, it's like
I don't
faster
think
than
it
mine.
is.
I think it's faster.
I need to remember what. I can't remember if I did improved familiar or not. I don't think I did.
Are you pulling it up right now? Your character sheet?
I did.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Leo is not a turtle.
So, you watch as Dr. Inwood reaches in as he would normally for Leo, and he pulls out
A tiny dragon. I believe
there are some remnant of like a turtle-ish shape, but it is more draconic than I don't know what the equivalent of draconic for a turtle is. Tortian?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I immediately
Leo-
started talking in draconic to him.
Leo is a pseudo dragon.
Hello, can you understand me?
Um,
This is my draconic voice.
his head like snaps around to you.
Hi. Do you speak draconic? I don't know how to. Ah! Can you speak a word?
He is.
Can you speak a word? 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 Can you speak a
Yes.
Dr. Inwood, he just spoke his first word. He said yes.
I am going to say, come on, PC Gen, work with me.
What color is he?
Work with me.
What's he look like? What's this? What's this? Does he have a tail? Does he have like big wings? Oh, does he have like a long neck?
Hold on,
About to
PC
strike
Gen
the
is
house
yeah. It's basically a dragon, 4 legs, wings, tail, serpentine neck, about the size of a cat.
What color? Is he
It,
still freaking flesh colored?
He's still tumor familiar.
Yeah, he's still flesh colored. I would say that it like he's like got the vague impression of scales and things like that, but coloration wise, it's just skin tone.
There are also like ridges on him, not dissimilar to crocodiles, but made out of like flesh and like cartilaginous protrusions.
Can I touch your wings?
It's gonna turn to Dr. Inwood and say something in a language you don't understand.
He speaks more languages.
Yes, he does.
This is a smart dragon.
Oh, very well, if you must. Briefly.
I'm gonna pull him out. Look at him.
Pull him out.
He's.
Like gently. It's gentle.
You were just like, I'm gonna pull him out.
Pull him out. Like if it was a cat size, I'd grab the wings and then I would just like folding laundry, just like
Cat size. That's still probably like a wingspan, almost about as long as your arms. For
Whoa!
sure.
Yeah.
The wingspan to body size ratio for flying creatures is pretty intense.
Bigger, yeah. Whoa!
And
And
as you pull out, you see it slightly like low. There are like 2 pseudo wings right at like the armpit. There's like little tiny wings that are just like right next to it.
What are you feeding them? And can I have some? I'll take whatever you took. Whatever you want to feed me. I don't care now.
he eats what I eat.
The stuff that only you can eat. Otherwise you get sick.
No, just food.
How did he... Look at him. He's so cute.
I would say this whole time, Leo is giving this like withering look of like, just like I can't believe I'm just like.
Cat, yeah. Someone's playing with its tail. Like, what is this?
Yeah. Could you release Leo's wings, please?
Can he fly?
Yes, he can, but not while you're holding his wings.
I'll let go.
Thank you.
I'll pick him up.
No. Leo, if you would be so kind as to go around. No, you're not holding him.
Oh, okay then. Just let go.
Leo, if you would be so kind as to actually, I think I need to say this in a.
This is the coolest thing.
I'm gonna say this in a language you don't understand. I'm gonna talk to him in a language you don't understand
What's it
because
sound like?
it. I'd say it sounds similar to Draconic, but it isn't Draconic.
Huh.
There's less guttural and some more like hissing sounds than Draconic does.
Huh.
And then with like one last withering look at you, he's gonna just go up and fly around, and he's gonna scout out the church and see what he can see.
All right. I'm going to have you roll me a perception check for him then, and a stealth check.
You know what this means, right?
Oh, I will say, when when Leo responded to you, he didn't actually move his mouth when he did
Oh, it was like.
in your head.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
So stealth check and what?
Perception.
Holy crap! His stealth is so good. The natural 17 with bonuses brings it up to a 36. For stealth,
36.
perception is a 25. This was a good investment.
That was a good choice.
Okay. Circling around, remind me, he can communicate with you telepathically, correct?
He can.
Excellent. So as he circles around,
Does it have a range?
So he has an empathic link with me up to 1 mile. He has
1
telepathy
mile.
up to 100 feet.
okay, so the telepathy, clear images don't come through, like sounds and impressions, but you will. I'm going to say, for the purposes of the empathic link, visual is more of a. You can get a visual from his perception, but it's like filtered through his like emotions more than
Okay. I will
like a word description.
also add that he does have blind sense 60 feet, dark vision 60 feet, and low light vision.
Okay. Dim light and dark vision are not going to be super relevant. It is like a really bright, sunny day out. Circling around the church, things he can see. The church looks like it's well taken care of. There does appear to be a lock on the front that's like a double-doored kind of church. It's an old stone church. There are just boxes on all of the windowsills filled with flowers, like unseasonable, like bright blooms of flowers. You will also, looking around, there does not appear to be anyone in the church, in the bell. He'll swoop down when he kind of realizes there's nobody around the church, and when he climbs up, and tries to look in through one of the windows, like up top, he'll look in, and it does appear that the church is empty. It is just like 2 rooms. It's like the big place for sermon, and then there's like a back room that does appear to have like a bed and some storage for stuff, but there doesn't appear to be anyone there.
Okay.
Dr. Inwood, make me a religion check real quick.
Florida, Marcus.
Don't think I have any ranks in that.
Do either of you have like a piece of like blue cloth, like a blue shirt?
Marcus shakes his head. No, I don't think I do. Florida, not on me.
Yeah.
I don't have
Never
that
mind.
trained, so as a straight intelligence, it's 17.
17. Okay, it's not a super difficult role, especially having lived in England, where there is a fairly, despite how secular England is at this point, there is still a fairly heavy Christian Protestant presence. There is no Christian iconography in the church at all. In fact, the church does appear to be utterly devoid of iconography of any kind. There are pews that don't have any carving on them. They're just well-made pews. The cloth on the altar is just like this bright, sunny yellow cloth. There is no book or any other like decorations on top of the altar. There are a couple baskets of flowers like at the base of the base of the dais, that raised platform right there.
Mm-hmm.
But there is definitely no religious iconography of any kind.
Okay. As when Leo comes back, actually, I'll have him just on my shoulder so he can enjoy some sunlight.
Dr. Inwood, I have a
Fair.
question for you. It's very important.
Yes.
Do you
What
have
is
like
it?
a blue shirt or something?
No.
Or okay, never mind.
I'm imagining too. I've swapped white lab coat for like a olive drab lab coat.
Oh wow.
Actually, I think it's less of a lab coat and it's more of like a field research jacket, and it's kind of like a deerskin kind of color.
Okay. No, I don't have any blue shirts here. Why?
I was just wondering. It's fine.
Why?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. You got your secrets. I can have mine.
Very well. The church is unpopulated. There's no one there.
Should we go inside?
I suppose we can investigate a little bit. Yes.
I think that might be our best bet before we start to head down towards the church.
All right, let's go in. Let's go. I'll go. You go first. I'll go first. Who goes first? I can go first.
You're the resident stealth expert, I believe.
Yes.
Try not to do anything stupid.
Try?
Try not to.
Not okay. I'm gonna go into the church.
I'm just gonna give a look to Marcus.
Okay, so it is about 250 feet from where you guys are at to the church itself.
Let's all go together.
It's not open field. It's like on a hill, and you're fairly close to. Like if this is the church and this is where you guys are at, you're like a little bit above. So it is like a walking downhill. So you will have to be careful if you don't want to be seen approaching the church.
I will go stealthily away from the group.
Well, here's a thought.
Ahead.
Do we all need to go check the church? Or can...
Well, what if one of us gets in trouble? Like that last time.
Leo can go with you.
Oh.
And he will immediately let me know if something has gone wrong.
Really?
Yes.
He can sit on my shoulder and we can go in together?
He will probably be flying. He is fully capable of moving himself.
But we gotta be like stealth, and I'm gonna be on the ground so he can
He
like...
can move on the ground as well.
Okay. It's really... Leo, do you want to be on my shelf? You can just be right here. Please.
He looks pointedly at his wings.
Dragons are fickle things.
Fine. I go down on all fours and I start crawling through the bushes.
Okay, crawl through the bushes. At some point, you'll just end up crawling through tall grass. I'm going to have you roll stealth.
Got it.
I'll roll stealth for Leo.
Leo, yes.
He does have a slightly slower ground speed than her, so Leo's just going to fly.
It's not better. 21, I think. Hold on, let me check. $21.
37.
Okay.
I imagine the reason why I'm not as quiet as him is because I'm humming to myself the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle song.
I also imagine that you keep like trying to look for where he is. So
yes, I am.
Leo, come on down here.
Like, I'm sending messages to him like, yes, I'm sending messages to him.
Just humming the song while you're sending messages to him.
And then it goes into like, go go Power Rangers. Like, hey, maybe we should come up with our own theme song. You know, Leo, you have a really cool name. Are you sure that Dr. Inwood wouldn't mind like another name? What if we just call him like Don for short? Yeah, I think that's a good name. We should definitely do this. Oh, how long have you had wings? Do you like your just the whole time.
Stream of consciousness. I will say, Dr. Inwood, you do get some bleed over of this. It's less the actual verbatim words once the 100 feet has passed, and more the emotional response. Michellangelo, you're crawling, you're kind of humming, you're like stream of consciousness messaging Leo. As you get maybe 2/3 of the way there, you're humming. At this point, you're probably past Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, probably closer to like
Battle
Wild
Cats.
Force or something.
The what?
Wild Force. I don't know how much Power Rangers use.
Yeah, I don't know what they
I was
that was
sick
it.
one summer. I watched every episode of Power Rangers up until 2015, which was a truly miserable couple of weeks, being so sick that I had enough time to watch that much Power Rangers.
Oh man.
And that you were in the mental state to actually want to watch all of those.
I remember the original with like the purple ooze.
Yeah,
like,
that's the movie is the only one I've seen.
ooze, like you
Oh,
snooze, you
Original
ooze.
Power Rangers is classic.
Yes.
Uh,
That's what I watched.
and you fully, when you're 6, start watching that original Power Rangers for the nostalgia, and then you just keep watching. It's
It's a dark place.
dark. No, Wild Force was the Power Rangers from like the early 2000s.
Okay.
It's about a floating island in the sky. It's a whole thing. It's not bad for Power Rangers.
Go Power Rangers. That's all I
And
know
as
of the song.
you realize that you're not quite singing the song, humming the song that you thought you were. Damn it! You really wish you knew what this song was, but it's damn it if it's not catchy. Damn it if it's not super familiar.
Yeah.
And it's just like there, humming along. Then you're just stream of consciousness, talking to Leo. Like it doesn't mess up your flow at all. And you find your way to the edge of the church. There is at the front door. There does appear to be like a chain and a lock wrapped around the handles of the doors.
Did Leo look in last time?
Mm-hmm.
He just looked. Okay. Got it. I will go ahead and vanish and then try to undo the lock.
All right. Make me a disable device check.
Okay. $23.
Smooth as butter, almost as if you had a key for this lock. Just and it pops open. There's not it's well oiled. It's really well taken care of. There's not any rust on it. There's no rust on the chain. It's very clearly something that's taken care of.
Okay.
You just slide the chain off, and you realize that at the base of these handles, someone has taken the time to wrap like leather so that the metal doesn't run against the wooden handle, and it keeps it like nice. And so you take it off, and you're like, there's clearly a lot of like care that's been put into like this setup.
Nice.
And the doors swing inwards.
Okay.
They don't swing out.
I'm gonna go in, let Leo in, and then close it behind me.
All right. Doors open quiet as a whisper, and you close them back up as you and Leo walk in. Stone floor, clean swept. Looks like it's got like a whitewash on the floor itself. Like maybe they've washed it with a white coloring. So it really brightens up the space, honestly, because the stone outside, it's a darker stone, but with the whitewash with the ground and on the walls, really brightens it up, especially with like all of the flowers in the baskets underneath the windows and the edges of the pews. Like, it's very cottagecore.
Nice. I'm gonna send a message to Leo. Hey, Dr. Inwood, this is Michellangelo checking in. Do you copy? Over.
Leo sends you an emotional response as if he's been talking, as almost every single conversation with Michellangelo has elicited.
Yes, I can hear you. Please stop sending messages to Leo.
This is a message to Leo.
To Leo?
To
Oh,
Leo.
I thought you said
No,
to
it's
Inwood,
to
Dr.
Leo.
Inwood. Oh.
And but she's referring to you as if you can like see and hear everything that's going on through Leo's eyes.
At this point, I imagine like Leo's like jumped up onto a pew and he's just like, I wish I were a dumb turtle again. That kind of look
You're
on his
a really
face.
good talker.
He didn't say that.
Oh. Checking in, over. Okay, going stealth. I get it. Start
that
going
works.
along
That
the
works.
wall. Like inch by inch up the wall toward the altar, I guess, towards the center of the
Dais?
dais. Yes.
Yeah. So, edging at like the edge of the wall, kind of hiding between the pews, you get up to the dais. There is the way it's set up. It looks like it's two like rough cut stones with another larger rough cut stone that's been flattened up on top of this dais, where the altar and like the tablecloth is. Like Leo and Dr. Inwood saw, it's like this bright sunflower yellow cloth. It's got like trimming on the edge. Nothing else on there. I'm gonna have you make me a perception check to do a more in-depth reconnaissance.
Okay. 14.
14. It does look like, just ever so slightly, the one side of the cloth is like blowing in some kind of breeze. You're not quite sure where that air is coming from.
Are the windows all closed? They're all like
They're all
stained?
closed lead glass,
Mhm.
so they don't open up at all.
I'm gonna walk to that side where the cloth's moving and put my hand out to see if I feel where air is like coming from.
Okay, putting that hand out there, I'm not even going to make you roll a perception check for that. It does feel like there's like this faint breeze coming from underneath the altar itself.
Dr. Inwood, this is Michellangelo reporting for duty. Over.
Are you sending that to Leo?
Yes.
He can't hear you. Send your messages to him.
I don't think it reaches that far, Leo. Dr. Inwood. See, it doesn't work. It's too far.
It seems like a personal problem.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make it your problem. Why don't you go look under this altar? Because there's something under here that's moving, and we need to, like, check it out, right? You want to check it out?
You said that there's like a basically cloth hanging down.
Yeah, it's it's basically like on both sides, and then it's an open space underneath it, where it's sitting on those two rocks.
Okay. Just pull back the cloth. If something bad happens, I'll tell Dr. Inwood.
I'll pull back the cloth then. It's what I want to do anyway.
Yeah, underneath you can see just slightly ajar as if like it just wasn't closed properly or doesn't seal right. There's just like this little wooden hatch. It looks like it's been built into the stone. And looking at it, it looks like the way it's set up, it opens up and you could go down into it without ever seeing that it's open from the pews.
Leo, this is like a magic trick. Like you like have an illusionist stand here and be like, they vanished. Where'd they go? But really, they like went down a secret trap door. Sending you a message. This is what I'm doing.
You could just talk.
Well, I'm being stealth because we don't know what could hear us in here. Did you just talk in my mind?
There's nothing in here but us. Yeah, no, he's never. None of the things he said to you has been through your message.
How are you talking to someone's mind like that?
I would like to point out that message does have a verbal component, so you're still talking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
we're just right there.
I'm basically just getting an echo, like a feedback.
Oh, that's great. Yes, there's reverb. There's an echo. I'm gonna go down this stair thingy hatch. You wanna come with me?
No.
You gotta come with me though?
No.
You were ordered to come with me.
I'm gonna tell
Well, tell him.
Dr. Inwood.
I thought you said you couldn't hear us. Tell him. Did you tell him? Does he know yet? What did he say?
Can you open the door, please?
Was that what he said to do?
No. That's what I said to do.
I'll open the hatch.
No, not that door.
I know.
The doors.
I know.
The door to the
I've opened
the
the
front
hatch.
the front door. Now I have two characters at which to be exasperated with you, with which to be exasperated with. Yeah.
What's down the hatch?
Oh my gosh.
There are stone, like rough carved stone steps, well worn, not dusty. They just lead off into a turn in like a carved stone basement, probably.
Okay, Leo's gonna fly to the door and open it himself,
Okay.
and it's gonna fly back to
It pulls in.
Alan. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he can fly. He has hands. He can manipulate things.
He's so cool. He's so cool.
He is
Cats are really capable of opening doors. I feel like a
a
dragon.
miniature
That's true.
dragon. Yeah.
A smart dragon. Is he smarter than me?
Yeah, he
smarter
is
than me.
100% smarter than you.
I remember we had this conversation.
My tumor is smarter than your character.
Hey, I'm semi-wise. Very
Your ambulatory tumor.
Yeah.
My ambulatory tumor. What's your wisdom?
12.
Yeah, okay. You are as wise as Leo. You have the same wisdom
What's
as
his strength?
a tumor. Not very high.
Okay. What's his dex?
Oh, please. Nothing could compete with your
What's
dexterity.
his con?
13.
21. What's his
Yeah, because you're-
charisma?
10.
20.
I beg to differ.
Nuh-uh. I'm very likable. You just don't like likable.
Your charisma score may say 21. The things that Leo or that Michellangelo does is not the actions of someone with a 21 charisma.
I'm so likable.
Lovable and charming.
Yeah, Florida loves me.
Yeah. Because you're helpless.
Maybe those are the qualities of a friend she wants. So she feels wanted. Helpless.
All right.
So funny.
Dr. Inwood, you are approached by a Leo who, once he gets within 100 feet, can relay everything that happens to you. Michellangelo, what are you doing while they are being retrieved? There is, I will say that there is a door to the back room as well.
Ooh. I will open that one. No.
Okay.
Creepy stairs that go down. How far down before I'm like if it turns or it's like.
So it goes down maybe 10 feet vertically, and then it's just like this like gradual turn.
Oh, it's like a
And
drop. Oh no, it's wait.
no, it's stone stairs. But once you get down to ground level, 10 feet below, so it's 1-for-1 rise and run. So
Gotcha.
it goes out 10 feet, and then probably like 5 feet past that, it curves.
Got it. I'm going to sit on my hands and wait for Dr. Inwood because I've learned not to trust anything alone again.
Okay. Dr. Inwood, Leo comes to you guys. I'm assuming you would like to go to the church.
Yeah.
Okay. Marcus, in the attempt to be stealthy, is going to take on some burn for telekinetic invisibility.
What?
He has done this before.
But
He has.
telekinetic invisibility.
Yeah.
Is that special?
He's a geo/telekinetic.
So
His son,
expanded
Marcus
element
Breccia
is-
Jr., is a full bore Earth geokineticist.
so cool.
I wasn't just going to play Zach's character over again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame you. He was freaking awesome to play.
Fair. He's going to turn invisible. Florida will go with you. I'm going to have you roll me a stealth check for yourself. And if Leo is staying ambulatory, he's going to need to make a stealth check as well.
No,
For heading back.
Leo's had enough fun with
Ambulatory.
being talked to today.
That's a good word. That's the
Another
word
natural
of the
20
day.
for Florida.
I will
Florida.
use my chameleon suit for this.
Okay.
And I rolled a natural 19, which is a
Nice.
total of 31.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You make it to the church. Marcus opens the door just ever so slightly, so there's enough room for you all to slide in. Florida is surprisingly quiet on her feet for how big she is. Michellangelo, you watch as Florida comes in by herself.
I am meditating. Find my inner peace.
It would have taken them a little bit to get there, moving slowly for stealth. So roll me a charisma check for meditation. That is your key score, correct? Is charisma?
Yes, it is. It is. Do I need to take off a key point?
No.
A key pool. Okay. That was a poor roll. That's a 7.
Nah, just kind of getting lost in that tune.
Yeah. Oh, Florida, you're here. Oh, good. I'm really glad you
I'm
showed
going
up.
to deactivate my chameleon suit.
Ah! Sorry. I'm just not used to.
So you found some kind of passageway? Is that right?
Huh? Down there. I didn't go down. I sat here and waited because I knew that if I died, Leo wouldn't know about it. Because he left me.
Excellent display of self-restraint. Good job.
Thank you. I'm very proud of it.
Well, I suppose this mystery should probably be explored before we settle down and try to make an observation post. We don't want someone coming in behind us unawares.
There's a back door.
Into
The back
the
room.
priest quarters.
Probably. I don't know. I didn't look. There's a door.
Well, what do we... okay.
I waited.
Yes.
Leo left me. You said he was going to stay with me. He didn't.
And he, I believe, asked you to open the door for him so that he could come and
did
get me.
open the door.
You opened the wrong door.
Oh. He didn't tell me that.
He didn't think he had to specify which door you needed to open so he could get back to me.
Well, I guess we've all learned something new today. I've learned about a word called ambulatory. Ambulatory. It came to me while I was sitting here.
Interesting.
Which is ironic. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Just keep talking. Tell me. Tell me. Yeah, it says it's ironic because I'm sitting, so it's not. I'm not ambulatory. But I learned a word.
Just so. Why don't you check the back room real quick?
Okay, I'll go check the back room real quick. I'm gonna open the door quietly.
Michellangelo, as you've turned around and you begin to move your way towards the door, you hear this unearthly and just feel this ripping tearing sensation as you've turned as this creature who has successfully snuck up on you from the hatch.
Oh
And
no!
You saw from the actual ceiling, so it's like where it's at. You're standing here. This is the floor. It has crawled up on the ceiling up to here.
Oh my
towards
gosh.
you, and has jumped out and has successfully hit you twice with its claws.
And we're gonna go ahead and get the battle music going.
Absolutely.
Man, I should have had Leo perched on my shoulder.
Whoa, if I can clear.
Let me pull out the correct dice.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You take a total from the two claws attacks that this thing has leaped up and grabbed you. You're going to take a total of 18 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
And then, I believe...
What does this thing look like?
That is an excellent thing. So it actually, one of its great powers is knockback. So it actually knocks you back into the wall, and you see perched somewhere between a dog and a person crawling, a bipedal humanoid-shaped creature covered in this pustule flesh. It's got a human face, but the mouth is like ripped open at the skin to accommodate this mouth of like a wolf's teeth, like a wolf jaw inside the shape of a human. Almost like a goblin shark, kind of, where they detach their mouth and their mouth physically comes out of their body.
That's crazy.
It's got claws and is looking at you with like dead, milky eyes.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna have everybody roll me initiative.
Yeah! Let's do this.
3. Yeah. I can't seem to roll anything but 2s for initiative, because I think 3 is what I had for last combat too.
$36.
Oh gosh, that's so gross.
Yes, it is.
I already thinking. Michellangelo, since we've already gone through this creature's surprise round, you get to go first. You're back against the wall. You've taken damage. Is just perched up underneath, slightly out of the altar.
Okay.
And it's just snarling at you.
I'm going to make a full action attack with my shurikens. Shurikens.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a key point as a swift action to do Flurry of Stars.
Absolutely. Make all your attacks.
So excited. Okay. So I get 2 additional shurikens. So do I just throw 2 and then throw 2 more? It's the first time I've done this.
So, for full round attack, you are going to take 1 attack at your full BAB.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to take 1 attack at your second attack bonus.
Which should be 5 less than
whatever your max is. And then you're going to take 2 at your max because of Flurry of Stars.
Okay, first attack, 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Second attack, so it's -5, so 7. 9 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, and then the other 2, 19. Oh, cocked. And a nat 20. Which makes
19 does not hit, the natural 20 does.
Okay.
So I got 1 hit and then a crit. So what's my damage on these? It's a 1? Because I'm a small creature?
1 damage. So you will do 1 plus your dexterity and then 2 plus your dexterity for the crit.
Right! Because that's why I did this. Okay, so 9 on the first hit. Damage. Okay. And then on the crit, it would be times 2?
It's so 2 points of damage
plus
your
dex.
dexterity.
10 on the second. You know what? For it being ranged and being able to just, it feels cool.
It's 19 points of damage. Damage.
That's my turn.
All right. You throw 2 of your stars. 1 dings off of the altar. It's not close enough. 1 just barely whizzes past this creature's ear, and that actually makes a twist, and the star that crits lands right next to its eye because it's twisted out of the way of that other attack. And after that first one has just raised it, both times hit, and there's this squelching noise. The pustule on its body actually bursts, and you're gonna have to make me a fortitude save twice.
What? How far away is this thing? Crap! No!
It's only 10 feet away.
Oh, I could have just gone. Okay. Well.
It's a medium size or small?
This creature is medium size.
Okay.
14.
14 for both?
2 fortitude. Oh.
For the first one, you feel hit you, and you manage to just
18.
Get out of the way. 18. Yeah, both times it hits you with putrid, but you manage to hold your breath and not take any of the. You've managed to fight off the disease.
I'm gonna change my dice because I don't like these.
Fair enough.
Use your metal
Florida
dice.
is going to go next in our round.
Go Florida. Go Florida. Whoa, I'm not done. Stop.
I was just moving it.
Florida is going to run forward her full 40 feet, which will get her No, she's gonna rush. She's gonna take her full round to get in between you and the creature.
Aw, she's protecting me.
She has decided that you have gone down in every major fight.
You know, she's not wrong.
Marcus is going to take his turn to gather power and going to reposition so he can try and see this creature on the other side. Which brings us to the creature. The creature is like going to snarl at you. You can see it's like starts sniffing the air. And it is going to
drop dead of its own accord. One can hope.
It's going to take Florida is right next to it. It's going to take its full round action. So it's going to claw and like throw itself basically at Florida. It's just like biting and clawing. It is like this feral fury. As it moves, it looks more like a cat or a dog moving than a person on all fours. Doesn't hit with its claw. Natural 20 on one of its claws. And it hits with one of its bite attacks. So it misses. It just scores. Scores a claw into Florida's side and just like latches its like canine mouth. It's like jaw around the meaty part of Florida's leg and just rips out a chunk and just starts eating it. It actually like pulls back as it takes a second to eat whatever part of Florida it is eating.
Oof.
Poor Florida.
Florida is going to take 15 points of damage as this creature just rips into her. And you watch as some of the pustules that have burst begin to close up.
What are you? Are you getting dice for damage rolls? What are you getting at here?
Oh, I'm looking for specific colored dice.
Here, let me
Dr. Inwood, it is your turn. You are about 50 feet from the creature.
Okay, 50 feet.
Are you looking for this one?
Nope, I got
Is
it.
this
No. That's blue and purple. These ones are blue and orange. Yeah, you're colorblind, I know. I am going to activate my chameleon suit.
All right.
And I'm going to move over to be... Well, you actually... Yeah, I'm going to activate my chameleon suit. And use some natural weapons. I'll hit it with a claw attack. Ha! That's the last time I'm rolling that die for damage, or for attack rolls. That's a 12. Huzzah. But I guess plus 2 brings it up to 14, which still misses.
14 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right, which brings us back to Michellangelo.
Okay. How hurt does this thing look? Because I am definitely throwing more shurikens.
You know, it looks bloody.
Great. I will throw 4. And I want to say something to it if it's going to die. Ooh, that's a 19. Does that... what level did they crit at? Shoot. I should really have this. I don't know.
I'm guessing if it doesn't, I'm guessing it's a.
Well, let me pull it up on or roll 20 or the not roll 20.
I got it.
Okay.
Crits on a 20. Only.
Perfect. Okay.
Only on a nat 20.
Okay. So nat 19 would make that a 32. And then a 23 to hit.
Both of those hit.
And then I'm using a key point to throw 2 more. A 18 and a nat 1.
So 18 total for that first one.
Mm-hmm.
Those 2 do not hit.
Okay. The first 2 do. So it will take
18 points of damage.
Yep. Because they're both because they're both 9s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last
you
one was
throw
19.
with accuracy. Those first 2 hit it, and it actually crawls back slightly. Just ducks down. Is a response to those 2 hits, and those next ones just go far because of it. They do hit, and so both you and Florida, because Florida is in the splash zone, is going to are going to need to make 2 fortitude checks.
Frick.
I do too, actually.
Dang it! Okay, that's good. That's a 28.
No, it's a line. It's not a radius.
Oh, okay.
And
Interesting.
a 28 and a 22.
Both of those succeed. Unfortunately.
Oh no, Florida. Oh no.
Florida fails both of them.
Oh no, Florida.
So, I don't. Where did my D4 go? There it is. So Florida has. Oh,
Stop.
never mind. She only needs to fail one of them. It's not a cumulative effect.
Oh. This is a very pretty one. Look, it's got
Oof. Florida takes 4 points of Constitution damage.
Oh, snap.
Oh, I was like 4 points. Oh, Constitution.
That's
as she gets a full mouthful of thing and just starts throwing up.
Oh.
She's like, just an immediate response to the gross heat and pus that has affected her. I'm even going to say to the point where Florida is just going to be defensive and not actually move or do anything for her turn. Marcus has gathered enough power that he can do a composite blast.
Ooh, nice.
Does not have the best line of sight from where he's at, so he's going to move to accommodate that, and he's just going to let loose. That'll hit.
Yay!
Now we're going to roll some big dice.
Oh. Is this the first time we've seen Marcus do this?
Mm-hmm. First time he's landed it.
All right. Marcus launches, and you watch as a rock forms and begins to shape and spiral until there is just this singular, it's bigger at the back end than it is at the front, this big, spike of stone as smaller stones start circling around it, and he just launches it at this creature. Creature literally explodes. It launches into it, and just this creature just eviscerates from the amount of force, because that is so much more damage than it has hit points left right now. I am going to make an executive decision and have everybody in the room make me a fortitude, except for Florida, because she's already contracted it.
On that one, it's a 10. I got a
Ask
10. No, not Michellangelo.
I got a
Michellangelo.
unnatural 20.
Michellangelo, you are going to take 1 point of constitution damage.
Oh my gosh, doesn't even affect me. It doesn't even affect me.
Yet,
Oh.
The worst 3-letter word a GM could possibly say.
Yet.
all right, and the creature is dead. Florida gets up and like wipes her mouth, and just says, "That was feckin' unpleasant."
Yeah.
Anyone know what the shite that was?
Deactivate my chameleon suit. It was only on for 6 seconds. Do I have a chance to potentially identify any even just vague things or characteristics of what used to be there?
Yeah, you can make me a nature check.
21. No, excuse me.
21.
19.
DC is actually lower for you, Dr. Inwood. So, this was more potent than any you've experienced, but with your experience with subterranean places, you are familiar with a type of undead called a festerog. What a festerog is basically, it's, in a lot of ways, it is the undead equivalent of a were creature. It's an attempt to make a humanoid more bestial. It's just the process is necromancy. That being said, once a festerog is created, they have like this very like territorial, like almost like warped sense of a pack communalism.
Mm-hmm.
That like kind of like a warped version of like a wolf dog pack bonding kind of thing, and they are like fully capable. They're not dumb. Like they're like 10 intelligent creatures, but they have like this really bad tendency to attach themselves to creatures or people who foster community, but also like feed things that are fucking visceral monsters of undead body horror. Like it's a real niche Venn diagram overlap.
Yeah.
Getting
Yes.
some horror in this campaign, all right.
It was a form of undead. Chances are there's going to be more than just this one. Potentially quite a bit more.
Can we just burn this place?
I think that would be rather conspicuous. So I'm going to say no.
It's
Florida.
also made of stone, Michellangelo. Stone doesn't burn super well.
You're a little salty there. Do you want some healing?
I'm gonna go into
Hold on. Let me ask Florida if she wants some healing. Maybe she needs some healing.
I'm just about to attend to Florida.
Oh.
I was going to ask if you could perhaps remove this viscera.
Who?
You.
From what?
From us.
What viscera? What's viscera?
The pus and the body that's exploded all over you guys.
Oh, prestidigitation.
You are covered in this thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. She's just like, what are you talking
I
about?
will.
Oh, you just like prestidigitation. We're all clean now.
Thank you. I'm going to.
You owe me a blue shirt.
Fine.
Yes.
I will give Florida an extract of Cure Light Wounds, which she can take.
Okay.
Because I have the
she will
infusion for
take-
that, or the infusion discovery.
She'll drink it, and it. Normally, you would not know this, but you are nothing if not observant in the human physiological condition. She is currently at her hit point max.
Oh, she just doesn't.
Didn't she
Look.
take damage? Like 15 points of damage?
Oh, yes, she did. It does lower. So, yes, she is 15 below. So, yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I forgot that's how that works in this edition.
Well, I think... I don't know if the damage... I suppose the damage would remain the same. The amount of damage you took would be the same. So if your hit point total... If your maximum reduced, then your current would reduce as well. I don't know. Anyway, she will regain 12 hit points.
She looks better, but not 12 hit points better.
Would you like me to play you a song?
No. No.
It'll make you feel
I'm
better.
okay.
Do you require
Let me play you the
another
song.
tonic?
Look, I got this.
I don't feel great. All right. You start playing your song.
Bada 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 bada. Bada 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 bada. Bada 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 bada. Bada bada bada. You are
And
inspiredly ready to sing right now.
Inspired.
She gets a +2 to Constitution. Justin's face.
Who knew?
I guess if anything's going to inspire rage, the Macarena.
Usually directed at the source of the song itself, but
Hey, I'm playing on these summoned instruments. Don't let me down, Macarinas. I will play this the whole time.
this is going to make stealth a little difficult.
I don't think it matters at this point.
This
If those things sneak up on us, it's fine. They probably know we're here. We just killed one of their thieves.
you keep drumming, and they will know we're here, and then we won't have to deal with one of them. We may have to deal with a dozen.
Well, she doesn't look good. Now she looks better. She's happier. See?
Yes,
She's
here's-
just much better.
Someone out there?
You what?
Hello? Is someone out there?
I'll stop playing this song.
I'm going to make an interesting point here. This voice speaks, when it's talking, you all hear it in your native language.
I stopped playing immediately.
The door to the back room opens up, and like this blurry-eyed, he's wearing a brown robe. He has like a daisy chain of like flowers around his neck, and a little bit pudgier, which is rotund for the 20s or the 1918. Pudgy, probably built a little fluffier, more my style. This 5'10" human, kind of long, graying black beard, short hair, and he just looks out at everybody and goes, "Well, hello. I was not expecting guests. My name is Father Gale. Welcome. Hi. How can I help you?
Konnichiwa. I will, in flawless Japanese. What are what are you doing here? I thought this was like a French town, is what she'll say, but in Japanese.
he smiles and he laughs. He says, "No, no, sorry. I have the gift of the rainbow tongue. I speak all languages true."
The rainbow tongue. He's a freaking.
I speak with
what?
the voice of the.
So
He's a freaking priest of Nexus.
Nexus has his own church? Of course he does. What? Wait! I didn't write that down. Kaleidoscope.
That is curious. What? I'm unfamiliar with that phrase. Please explain. What is this a church of?
Oh, this is it's a little bit more philosophical of a question that I think you are expecting and asking it. It's a church of community. It's a church of protection. It's a place where people can come to be safe and to be understood and protected. And he raises his hands out and he's like, every stone has been blessed and laid here by my own hands. Every flower picked by my own hands. Every he points at the tablecloth that is covered in viscera. Every stitch of that cloth was stitched by my own.
Prestidigitation, lad. This is a holy place.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Every stitch of that was stitched by my own hand. I suppose the best answer I can give is this is a church of the home.
The hope?
The home.
Home. Hope is also a wonderful ideology, young. I'm sorry, I don't know what you are.
I am a teenage ninja.
Kappa.
Kappa. Thank you. Still working on that. You never met one of me before?
I don't think I have. I've seen a few things in my time, but can't say that I've seen any like you. This is. He's like, I have a pot of tea on. Would you guys like to sit and chat?
I'm not allowed to accept gifts from strangers, so no.
Justin, you said it was called a Fester Bolg?
Fester Rog.
Fester Rog.
I wrote it in.
Okay. What do you know of Fester Rogs, and why did one climb its way out from underneath your podium?
Oh, yeah, that's the crypt. It probably he wanders over and starts like shuffling through and is like, yeah, and he points and there's like this dog collar in the like just like gross mash of bodies. He's like, yeah, that is Philippe. Yeah, he found him wandering in the crypts. There's a few of them down there. Just make sure that they're taken care of. They're trying to survive the best that they can, and it's not really all their fault that they're led by as much of their instincts as they are. If I'd come out here and I knew you were out here, I probably would have warned you about maybe not interacting with them without trying to do some like peace bonding, coming with like something from them to eat so they can get used to your presence without actually associating you as the food.
Oh, they're like pets?
I mean, no, they're definitely wild. wild animals. I definitely. I put the collars on them just so I know who they are. They all look sort
You
of similar.
found them down there, or did you make them yourself?
Found them down there. Necromancy is not one of. Well, okay, that's not strictly true. I do technically have the capacity to animate dead. It is not. It's not really one of the things that I enjoy doing. I'm a little bit more peace, love, life. I don't have like ill will towards.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. You're more
You know,
that
that
guy.
is an excellent mantra. Do you mind if I steal that?
Yeah, go for it.
By all means.
I mean, it'll be around, yeah, forever. I'm sure. Crazy soccer moms will
Though
put it
now
on their
that I've
bumper
said
stickers.
that, it's probably going to get rather annoying seeing that everywhere.
Live, laugh, love, but it's all in like different fonts.
Or all
I
capitals.
love that. That is I think that's really clever.
With no punctuation.
No. Periods
Well,
after
no,
each one.
it's all about commingle's ideology, right?
Regardless, do you have any idea how a group of Festerogs got into the crypts of your church that you created by hand?
Oh, yeah. I built the church over this cave system. Best as I can tell, you go far enough down, you'll hit the center of the earth.
I thought the earth was flat. Oh, wait, never mind.
Interesting.
It's a joke.
Yeah, lots of stuff crawls up. I just, I do my best to make a welcoming space for anybody who, anyone who comes and meets me. I try to be open to all people.
Are you, Father Gale, are you like a prophet?
No, I'm definitely not. I don't prophesize. I definitely speak on behalf of, well, on behalf. But I'm more about the people, you know?
What? Who is it again?
Oh, yeah. My god is... He smiles at you like he fully completed that sentence.
Yeah, like you did. I'm sorry. Someone was in my ear. What? Who?
Oh, yeah, no, of course. I am a priest and a disciple of...
What other things have crawled up out of the crypts?
Up from the crypts, not a lot. The Festerogs have definitely... I think that the Festerogs keep other things from coming up. Which, I mean, fully within their rights. They're kind of territorial creatures, and he's talking like he's fully closing the hatch door. It's like fully within their rights to do that, but like if something comes up, I'd probably talk. I think I've met a Snurf Neblin who came up.
Snurf Neblin. That's a... Hold on. I've heard of that name. We ever heard that name before? Snurf Nebly.
I believe they're commonly referred to as deep gnomes.
Snurf Neb. Oh, yeah. They're from that... There's a book, right? Snurf Neblin. Snurf...
I've not read any books on Sverfneblin here.
It is that book, though, right? Legend of Driss. Right?
Yeah, they're in Legend of Driss,
Okay.
yes, but
That's
I'm
where I
trying to
was
stay in
thinking.
character, Jessica.
Sorry. Well, maybe I am too. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about the interruption.
What was that crashing sound? Oh, it was the fourth wall that you just broke through.
How did you know about the fourth wall? Man. Wait. Proceed.
I am so rude. I just realized I never got your guys' names. What can I call you?
You can call me Mikey.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mikey, the teenage ninja Kappa.
Yeah. And I'm gonna start talking like this, dude. Like, no way. When I'm around you.
You know, I'm really enjoying the vibe that I'm getting from you. Your aura is just like,
Oh, thanks, man. It's super gnarly. I realized just now that Michellangelo should have been having a Southern Californian accent of like a beach bum, basically, is what.
Why?
Because that's what Michelangelo is more of, like the, yo, what's up, dude? Let's go fight some bad guys. Like he's more of that personality than this Southern accent.
But Texas is really close to New York. It's like right there.
It's really close. But I'm going to talk like this in front of Father Gale, if that's okay with you, Dr. Don. His name's Don. We'll call him Don.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Don.
That is not my name. You may call me just Doctor. Is fine.
It's going to catch on one day.
Of course, Doctor.
It'll catch on.
I have nothing but respect for people who put work into their education. And it is fully within their rights to just ask us to respect that.
Quite.
Florida looks up and is like, don't worry about it. Oh, that is okay. That is okay. I understand that names are a tricky subject for a lot of people, and I really don't want to step on any toes, you know? This is a welcoming space. Marcus just doesn't say anything.
True Marcus.
like father, like son.
Wow. Oh, man.
Well, Father Gale, is there anything strange that's been happening in the village as of late? Or in the surroundings? Anything out of the ordinary?
I mean, there's the war, and so there's lots of strange stuff happening with that. We've been mostly isolated from that.
I had noticed the town seems abnormally untouched by
That's just what
the hand
it's
of
the
war.
benefit of creating a welcoming, opening environment and creating a home and space for everybody, you know?
Do you get lots of, like, visitors?
You know, not as many as I would like.
When was your last ones?
Visitor. Oh, yesterday, there was a field mouse that stopped by, and man, he was chatty.
Was his name Reepishi?
Reepicheep?
Reepishi? I can't ever pronounce that name. Dude.
No. He was swift scurrying, you know, soft breeze.
I can't tell if that was his name.
That was his name.
Oh.
You've not conversed with many animals, have you? I'm going to take that as a yes. Or a no, rather. The names that animals give to themselves are less John, Michael, Mikey.
At this point, in you guys' talking, he has walked back into the back room, walked back out, and he's got a tray with a bunch of cups and a cast iron teapot.
And more impressions, like running under a full moon or whatever.
He points out, we have a wolf called Moon Moon, who stops by every once in a while. Lovely lady.
Father Gale, I'm gonna just, like, pass up your excellent offer of this tea, but thanks very much.
I really appreciate you being so forthright with what you want. That's a really important place to be vulnerable from, and I really respect it.
Peace.
And he pours himself a glass, and he sits down with one of the front pews, and he's just going to drink while he continues talking with you guys.
I like this guy. Ah. So, what kind of people live here?
All sorts, mostly human. I have a few dogs. There's a donkey. Who else lives? Oh, of course, all the chickens. We got 2 sows, a litter of piglets, and I think the barn cats down at the southern farm just had a litter. But I think most of the people who are living in the village right now.
Who's in charge of this village? It's hard to not be like.
It's a little embarrassing. I got voted the alderman this last season.
Does that mean
It's not really my kind of style. I don't direct authority. I'm more. I really prefer to lead from a more of a communal place, if you know what I mean. But if you want to be technical, I am currently the leader of the village.
what kind of rules are there?
Just the kind that we need to be peaceful,
Yeah, but like what? Are there rules? Just peace.
Yeah. So it's the primary tenet. In everything that you do, seek to do no harm.
What about stealing? Is stealing illegal?
Well, so that's predicated on the concept of personal versus private property, right? It really comes down to a moral, ethical question of, if I take this thing and I take it without permission, do I cause harm by taking it? Is this something that someone needs? Is this something that someone expects to have and is making plans accordingly about having that? And is there going to cause harm there? There's a social, physical, mental harm that can happen from stuff getting taken without permission. Consent is really important. It's part of a community, but also there's a flip side to that coin, where if you take the thing, is less harm being done because you're protecting yourself or other people with taking that. It's like a really deep philosophical question that you have to ask yourself anytime you take something without consent.
What's the penalty for taking or doing harm?
Doing harm? Well, you have to live with the knowledge that you did harm.
That's it.
Like, you're going to have to live knowing that this creature right here is dead because of you. Your action directly led to its destruction. That knowledge has to sit with you. If it sits with you, that's kind of your burden to bear.
Okay. Is that it, though?
Do you need more than that to be a good person?
No, I was just wondering, what's up with this town? That's all. Dr. Inwood, Donnie. Dawn. Take it away.
I missed, what was the response on who lives in the town?
He said people, and then he just listed off a shit ton of animals.
All of the animals.
So he said humans mostly, and then he listed off pigs,
chickens,
all
donkeys.
of the different kinds of animals that are living in town.
Is there any more specific information on the humans or the...
Yeah, he's in charge.
Yes, I know, I heard him.
Okay. You're just asking a question. Okay.
I mean, the numbers change, give or take. I think we have, if you want a number on the population, it's probably somewhere in the 20 to 30 people.
I was going to get you your own.
Okay.
I was thinking less on the number of individuals and more of their disposition. How are the people doing? Is there tensions in town? Is there trouble brewing, more or less?
I'm just astounded by the level of empathy that you're showing right now. You've just gotten here, and your first line of questioning is to consider the emotional health of the people in here. Like, I am really appreciating that, and I really want you to know that I respect that level of empathy.
The whole time, it's just completely flat, emotionless face. Just
I can only speak to my experience for everyone in town. From what I understand and from what I've gathered from conversations, spirits are relatively high. We're gonna have a festival in a couple days. Just a little light pre-spring festival, just in the worship of, and we're going to. So everybody's looking a little bit forward to that. We're gonna appropriate a maypole from the more northern neighbors. We're going to try out a maypole.
What was it that you were
See what
giving a
that
straight
feels
face on?
like.
he was complimenting on me on my exceeding levels of empathy, and that my first line of questioning was concern for the emotional and psychological well-being of the townsfolk.
Ah, that's good. It's true though.
As
It's
far
true.
as I know, nobody's having any like big troubles. But at least nothing that they've felt like they need to bring up to me when we talk, you know? They might have stuff going on that, like, between each other that they're talking about, but if they haven't brought it up to me, it's really not something that they feel is something that they want me to help them carry.
I have a question.
Please. All questions are important. Your answers should be valued.
I'm gonna stop you there. You're talking too much. Okay.
Wow.
Thank you for that honest and really
I'm
genuine
laughing
feedback.
too hard.
Wow, that's the first time Michelangelo's ever said anything like that.
Look, I have to know. Can I meet somebody that's done something wrong?
Everybody's done something wrong.
Yeah, but like
nobody's
something
perfect,
harm.
Michellangelo.
Can I meet someone who's done someone harm? Where are they?
I mean, your friends have done some harm. I've done harm. I'm not perfect. I've hurt people, not always on purpose.
So if you do like harm here, you don't like get sent to some like eternal, perpetual thing of suffering where you have to like live with your consequences.
No, the consequences you always live with.
Great, perfect, thank you. That's all. You can continue your conversation with Don over here.
Yeah, I also realized I had him call you Michellangelo. He should have said Mikey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
This festival, what does it entail?
Ooh, can we go?
Yeah, of course. You are totally free. No obligation to come. Like, it is not a binding requirement. Like, I really want to be clear that if you want to be there, totally open. But I don't want to pressure you into anything. To answer your question, Doctor, festivals, a lot of things. There's going to be a lunar eclipse that night, which is kind of where we got the idea that maybe that was the night to do a party. We're going to have some feasts. We're going to do some bonding exercises, play some games together. We're going to, like I said, we're going to do a maypole. I think Julius was talking about hitching up his donkeys and doing a hayride. And then, of course, we are going to... And, it's just one of those things.
Going
It's locked out
to...
again.
What?
Oh, well, yeah, we're just going to gather, and once we're all together at the peak of the eclipse, we're going to...
Yeah, see, every time you say that, your words stop. You stop talking, and you don't actually get to saying what you're going to be doing.
No, but really all I'm doing is we're just going to get together. We're going to say a communal blessing for the town, and at the height of the eclipse, we're going to...
Let me try something. This is like what you're doing. You, sir, look.
I'm not familiar with what that is, but I kind of like how open-ended it is. Like it leaves a lot of room for interpretation and for implicit communication between each other. There's a lot of trust that's being shown in your communication with your friend right there.
Do you trust me? Done.
Is the name of whatever you're trying to do just silence? Is that what it is? Because in our conversations, you are literally saying you are going to gather and then do nothing. You say nothing.
No, I'm not saying nothing. I'm saying when we get together at the height of the eclipse, we're going to gather around in a big circle, and then we're going to...
There
This
it is
is
again.
so cool because this is like...
So we heard you're going to gather around in a circle and do nothing. You said nothing after that. Or rather, you said it and we cannot hear it.
We can't hear it. Whatever it is that you're saying, your
You know,
lips stop moving.
I could see we're living different experiences right now. I totally see that. But what I'm saying from my perspective is that we're going to gather around. Height of the eclipse, we're going to get in a big circle. We're going to make a blessing for the town, chant a little bit with it, and then at the height of the eclipse, we're going to...
Thank you for your time. I think we have some business that we need to attend to.
I really like this guy.
Of course you would.
Those eyes. I knew you would say that. That's why I said that.
Of course you would.
I don't really like this guy. I mean, he's all right. You're all right. But you don't say anything. Don't stop. No.
Don't worry, Mikey. Your response to me is your own, and you should really treasure that and value your emotions and value how you interact with me. I can't be the perfect person for everyone. I have to respect that I'm being myself, and I'm being true to who I am and who wants me to be.
Your true self.
And I really, I need to be honest and okay with that not being okay with everybody and that not landing well in everyone's systems.
You're like
I am going to leave now. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Blog girl.
I'm just walking out. Actually, as I'm going to just grab Michellangelo by like her shell and start dragging her.
I have some more questions.
Anytime, if you want some literature, I have a small library. My home and my church is open to you all.
What's your most recent
Thank you.
book?
No.
Wait.
Just
what
no.
is it?
Nope. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your day.
I mean, I have a couple copies of the book of...
I want one to look at, not to have. Please, there's nothing. I'm gonna escape
Mikey, of course. I have a couple copies. Take it.
No.
Read it when you feel like it's the right time to return it.
Nope.
It is not a gift. It is a loan.
Nope.
With the intention of you bringing it back.
That's worse. Can you just... I don't even want to touch it. Can you just, like, open it?
Of course. He walks back with like this big leather, like dark black leather book. It's probably about as thick as like a paperback Order of the Phoenix.
Nice. Okay. Hold on, before you do this, I want you to know this is of your own free will. There's not a trade or a bargain going on here.
No, of course. All gifts are freely given with zero strings attached.
No gifts.
I'm not a fairy.
They're not gifts.
I'm going to take it.
I am really sorry. I need to backtrack real there. I had a slip. I had a moment where my own biases and prejudices and some of the stuff that was hard baked into my like sociological upbringing slipped through. I shouldn't have said fairy. That's a dismissive term. I'm not one of the fae.
I thought you were gonna dismiss gift. The word gift. Nope. I just want to make sure that there's no kind of legal
I'm gonna
contact.
share a pointed look with Florida and Marcus at that statement
Just please open it
of like this guy's familiar with the Fae.
if you want to.
I'm
You
going
don't have
to cast or prepare and take an extract of identify while this is going on.
Absolutely. Take your standard action to drink it. Right now, on the top of your hand, he has.
Is identify any magical thing?
Identify is detect magic, but better because it helps me determine what the effects of the magic are.
Is it one item?
Right now, flat off the bat, one.
Cone. 60-foot cone.
Nice. Because
He has 6 magic items on him right now. One of them being the book that he's placed down on the table.
My hands are up. I'm not looking. I'm not touching. I mean,
Michellangelo, there will be no harm, no repercussions if you take it.
I'm going to take a
If you
closer look at the book and
Nope.
scrutinize it.
Are you touching the book?
No, scrutinizing it. From over your shoulder.
Oh.
Well, actually just over you because I'm much taller than you.
Just open it to your random page. If you wouldn't mind. If you choose to.
That's
no,
a
your choice.
30
Totally your choice.
spellcraft
Me never
check.
telling you anything what to do.
30
No,
spellcraft for the book.
For the book.
All right.
This is fun.
So looking at the book, I'm going to need you to make me a will check real quick as part of this identify.
A will save?
Yes,
Me too.
Is it versus a mind affecting effect?
it is.
I get a +2 for it. That is a 17.
17. All right. Looking at this, this is a religious book, and it's a religious book that's specifically about a singular old one. The old one's name is Dokonath, the smiling one, the voice of eternity.
What?
Okay. What do I know about this old one? Keep going, I guess.
The book itself is just like like the magic on it itself is just enough to keep it from like you getting destroyed. It's basically like a mend and repair magic on the book, and that's the nature of the magic there.
Okay.
You can make me a planes or a religion check for Dokonath.
Let's go planes. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Dokonath is actually one of an entity, one of the entities that you would be familiar with from your times in the subterranean. It's a fairly common, but almost benign old one. It's a chaos creature of community and bonding and telepathic melding, and it's his thing is like bliss and like harmony to the point that you are one with Dokonath.
So you lose all sense of self.
Potentially.
Okay.
Why are you freaking out over this, Zach?
Because old ones are not good.
Got it.
In my knowledge, in Zach's knowledge, old ones is H.P. Lovecraft, Cthulhu. Cthulhu is an old one. And, cosmic horror kind of stuff. So
Spelling in the anglicized version of Dokonath is DOUCNATH.
do you want to write this down?
Oh, yeah, I do want to write. Well, why don't you write it down, Doctor?
Because my research notes are for research.
You're the researcher that knows what figured out stuff. I didn't figure it out, so I don't write it down.
I'll explain later.
Spell it again.
DOUCNATH.
Dukunath.
Dukunath.
This is an old one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the book, but
Dukunath,
not
the smiling one.
touching it.
And what was the other title?
I can't remember that word now.
We can go back and look at the video if we need to. It's okay.
I have just completely blanked. Where?
Oh, it's.
Where are my notes?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
okay.
correct. Michellangelo, are you reading the book at all?
I'm not opening it. I'm not touching it.
It's already open.
I am reading it.
Okay, maybe we'll say.
I'm not reading. It's already open. I'm reading.
I am reading it. Oh, good. 17. Frick.
It's a book that details a entity called Dokunath. The text itself tells you that the nature of Dokunath is community in the extreme. It's kind of a cross between a manifesto for like social communalism and like magical harmony, basically. And it's basically like this like really potent outline of this entity that whose entire desire is for people to come together.
This isn't a bad book. This isn't a bad religion. This is fine. Like, this is a great. This is like,
Yes, and now
total
we have
unity.
discovered that, and let's carry on about our day.
Thank you. That gift is not mine to take. It is yours. You keep it.
I have like 2 copies still. If you want to take it for more reading, totally up to you. Again, no pressure. Your decision.
Yep. This is my final decision. Final answer. Bing.
I will respect that, and I will stop saying anything otherwise. Thank you guys for coming. Are you sure I can't get you anything for the road? I have some summer sausage. I have a few winter apples.
I can't believe you just referred to us as guys when there are clearly 2 females in our group. You should feel ashamed of yourself. Now have a wonderful day. I'm gonna leave.
And that's how you leave.
That's how I leave. I'm gonna make him feel bad. Yes.
Ladies, I'm truly sorry.
I'm out the door.
There was some internalized sexism in the way that came across, and I'm really sorry, and I should have been better about paying attention to that, and I will make sure that I'm paying attention to it better in the future. This is an opportunity for me to grow, and I hope that you accept that I can be better.
Hang on a second. I identify as a guy's terminology, as a you, like a royal you, like it's a guys. Guys is a you to me.
Of course.
So I have no offense.
Really
There's no offense here.
I'm really glad that my accidental slip did not offend you.
Don't take it.
Something I should be cognizant of, and I'm really appreciative towards the doctor for pointing that out. He really is very, very astute and pathetic.
Just stop. I'm gonna walk out.
Have a wonderful day, and may the smiling light of shine upon you.
Wow.
My question: when I left, did Florida and Marcus leave?
No, they wait for Michellangelo to leave first.
Okay.
They leave with Michellangelo.
This guy is like every part of me that when I get excited about something to somebody and I'm like, you want to come do this, but you don't have to. You really don't have to. I'm like backpedal like so
And
much.
he fully walks you guys out to the door. Like, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please feel free to stop by anytime. If you don't mind, if you could close the door and lock up when you leave, I would really appreciate that.
I'm out of the building. I'm gone. Don't look at me.
I walk out of the building. I wait for Marcus.
And he's saying all this as he's walking you guys out.
I wait for Marcus and yeah, okay. And then I will go ahead and wait. Is this a trick? If I lock it up, am I doing him a favor? Do I owe him a favor? If I don't do it, do I owe him a favor? I'm gonna do it. Wait, should I do it? Marcus, what should I do? Marcus, help me. Faith, I don't. It's messed with me.
Florida leads down. I don't think he's a fae. It doesn't strike me as that kind of gent. Last, I think if you lock the door, we'll be okay. But I appreciate you trying to learn from your mistake.
I'm trying so hard.
I'm gonna be outside talking to Leo. Literally talking to myself so that I can have a sensible, intelligent conversation.
I want to hear this.
You have no idea what I'm saying.
Jessica wants to hear this.
You have no idea what I'm saying.
You suck! I locked the door.
And Leo doesn't say anything. It's just all telepathic. So,
well, sayonara to that guy. That was kooky dooks. Which I learned this week. Sayonara, if you say that in Japanese, it really means like you're saying goodbye forever to somebody. So, like, you wouldn't say it to a loved one ever because it's, like, a big deal. So, sayonara is like, goodbye.
sayonara?
Sayonara.
Sayonara, the Spanish word?
If you say it in Japanese, yes.
What is it in Japanese?
I just said that. Sayonara. That you just say the word sayonara.
But if you
the meaning of it is
okay.
Goodbye forever.
Okay.
So you wouldn't say it to your mother. She would cry.
Hopefully not.
That's what I learned from someone else who's learning Japanese. So, you know.
Interesting.
Neat.
Yeah. Good stuff.
You find yourself
Now
out in
you know.
a sunny, bright day on a hill next to the church. Do you lock the door?
Yes, I locked the door.
You loop the chain back around. You lock it.
Exactly the way that I found it.
Looks great.
All right, Florida.
I don't know if you guys feckin' know, but that was feckin' annoying.
Yeah, I don't really like talking to people anymore that are from weird places that I can't trust. Florida,
Well,
I sympathize with you.
Thank goodness none of us are from weird places.
I meant, like, you know, we're a team. We were hired, so we're naturally all together. But, like, you know, when you meet someone for the first time, you don't really know what you're getting into. And then you meet more about them, learn more about them, and then you're like, whoa, I really didn't need to meet you. That's how I feel.
Yes. Well, annoying conversations aside, I'm willing to bet quite a bit to say that whatever was foretold by the auguries is happening at this festival.
We didn't ask when the lunar eclipse was exactly.
He said in a few days.
Oh, great. Do we just wait on the outside town then? How about up in the Church Hills? How about we wait up here?
Well, we should have some kind of indication once they start putting up the maypole and making ready for a festival.
Yeah.
The whatever they're doing during the eclipse happens last. So we just keep an eye on the town. Because heaven knows I do not wish to go back into that building and speak to that man for another minute. Keep an eye on the town.
He pointed out how nice you were.
Which speaks volumes of him. And not in a good way.
Is he a liar?
No. I just think he might be lacking in some intellectual departments. He also seems a little naive, personally. Is there something on your mind?
I'm little and naive.
That is okay. You are still young, I believe.
Yep.
You have time to grow wiser. Learn from mistakes. Which you're already doing. Which I congratulate you on.
Thanks. And thanks for not saying that with more words than necessary. I don't know, he rubbed me the wrong way, is all that's, I mean, it doesn't have to be said 5 times repeated in different words and sentences.
Same here. I think we can all agree that that was a rather tiresome conversation.
Is that what I sound like to you sometimes?
No, not at all.
Was that a lie? What is your sense motive? Are you bluffing?
That's a 28 bluff check.
Oh my gosh! Oh gosh, gross.
I don't imagine your sense motive is great.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
I believe you.
As you should. Trust is important between team members who you have to rely on in life and death situations.
Can we make a promise amongst us 4 to always finish our sentences?
Well, of course. Why would I ever not finish a sentence?
If you do that again, I will throw 4 shurikens at you.
Why, Doctor, I believe that is the first time I've heard you say a joke.
Yes, I know. What's gotten into me? That man is a rather bad influence. Michellangelo,
Marcus,
you do not want to throw shurikens at me.
Did you just correct my language?
Yes. I think what you meant to say is, you won't throw shurikens at me.
I meant the shuriken pronunciation.
No. You got that right.
I said shuriken.
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 There is an I.
Shuriken.
Close enough.
No, it's not.
Shuriken.
Shuriken. Japanese, did you know that? I'm fluent in it.
I'm just...
Why did I say that like I'm lying?
To someone who fully knows that you are Japanese.
I know. I'm fluent in it.
Yes, I'm aware.
What do you know about the Japanese?
Not as much as I should, but I'll remedy that soon.
What do you know?
Is there something...
No, what do you know? I need to know what you know. What do you know?
Well, I know that Japan is an island nation near Asia, off the coast of China.
Is that all you know about it?
That its people speak Japanese.
Do you know what we did?
Did? Well, I know you had a rather bloody conflict with the Russians several years back.
Aren't you supposed to be super smart? Know everything?
It is logistically and realistically impossible for me to know everything.
You know nothing about?
I know very little, admittedly, about Japan and its people and its culture and its history. But like I said, once we return back to base, we have some downtime. In between experiments, I will endeavor to educate myself more.
And will you tell me what you learn?
Is there something bothering you? Something about Japan that I should know?
Nope.
Or
I just
shouldn't?
want to know what you learn, that's all.
Very well. Regardless, does anyone have any other thoughts or ideas or strategies on what should happen in the next several days before this festival?
Marcus kind of chews on his lips. I We need to send a message to Sir Landon.
I agree.
I think if we need to, we have the capacity to interrupt whatever's going to happen. I'd like to do that with a few more people, though.
Is it going to be bad, whatever happens?
I don't think it's going to be good.
I don't think they would have sent a team from the SRD if it was happy sunshine and flowers and kittens.
It just was. And there are kittens here.
Looks can be deceiving. I myself am an example of that.
You're right.
Just because something looks good on the outside does not mean that it is good on the inside.
You're right.
Florida nods. Yeah. I, for myself, am much more dangerous than my appearance suggests.
I like that both of us had the exact same, like...
There's cuts all over her.
She has full ritual scars, and she is almost 7 feet tall. Oh, yeah.
Florida, we're pretty sure you're very lethal.
Well, yes. I just look softer than I am.
Do you keep a list of how many people you kill?
God, no, that would be too many. I lost count fully in the triple digits.
What's your favorite thing to do, Florida?
Drink, fight, fuck.
DFF. Do you? Okay, well, good talk. Maybe, yeah, we should rest up. You look like you should rest up.
I feel like shite, yeah.
Yeah, we should get, yeah. Are we gonna...
Arcus is going to say, I think I'm going to rendezvous with EcoJet, and I'm going to leave you three here. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to have EcoJet take me back to base so I can see if I can get a few more people.
Why can't we just
Do you
call
think
him?
that's wise? Leave just you
Or not?
going by yourself to find EcoJet.
You're right. I have some paper. I'll just have EcoJet drive it. I can write Landon a report. We need more people here in case nothing comes. You're right. That's a good point.
No, EcoJet will find us. He'll find. Are we gonna go back to the meeting spot, or is EcoJet gonna like fly around tonight and find us?
We have to meet him at night for the landing spot. We can meet him at dusk.
I will have some things to include in a report to Sir Landon as well. So,
Of course.
That's a good idea.
Of course. You should all have should have all paper in your pack. So if you have anything,
I for sure fully have paper with me.
Yeah. If you want to add to the report, you are fully free to.
I'll just email him later.
I think it's going to take a rather long time for mail to get there. It would take some weeks,
I could draw him a
potentially.
picture.
But it would get there far too late.
Whatever I have to say, you can say. It's fine. I'm not going to really say anything. Nat 20.
What is a nat 20?
Oh, I roll a dice and then it turns into a 20. It's a 20-sided circle.
I believe you... Oh, never mind.
So you guys make your way back to roughly where you camped, unless you want to watch the village where.
No, I think we can keep a good enough watch on the village for
I say this
what
time
we want to
though.
look for.
I say this time though, we go around the other way so that we have made a complete circle, circumference, perimeter, periphery of the town. See, I have notes. I wanted to dot out our
I
path.
suppose that wouldn't hurt. Perhaps we could scout for a convenient staging place for reinforcements.
I think that's a good idea. So you guys will make your way around. I'm going to have you make me a survival check for a good staging point.
Ooh.
Or at least one person does to helm a survival check.
Hang on. Let me see if I'm good. Nope, not very good.
Well, I'm not very good either.
On a scale, I'm a 2.
On a scale, I'm twice as good as you.
That's twice as good as me. Guidance. I don't know what that means.
I will roll survival. That is fully an 8 total.
Okay.
Oh dear.
There's not the greatest places to launch, so it's mostly open fields. It'd be okay to. There wouldn't be a lot of stealth if you came from this direction. You get the feeling that maybe the forest is a more stealthy approach. As you make your way back around to the edge of the forest, so you can still see the village, but you're at the forest. You do have most of the day before EcoJet is going to come back. Is there anything you would like to do?
Well, I'm going to write up my letter to Sir Landon.
Of course.
Basically including, I'd say, succinct but detailed on basically everything that's happened, the steps we've taken, and then also lots and lots of detail on this festival, and that it is something is happening during the lunar eclipse, and it would be related to
What do you? That's the old one.
Yeah.
For the old one's name. That's the name.
Doknath?
Mm-hmm.
Doknath. Dokonath. Huh. Related to Dokonath. And it seems like the whole town is probably followers. And and including that we were encountered 3 hostile dark fae creatures who were evidently looking for Michellangelo by name.
Yes.
And I think that just about covers it.
I would like to meditate.
Okay. Roll me a charisma check.
23.
Spend a key point.
Okay.
Michellangelo, you sit, clear your mind, and as you sit and you open your eyes, you don't find yourself back at the basalt flats. You open your eyes and you are sitting on a reed mat next to the shrine where you grew up. Your father is standing next to you, watching you meditate, like he has for hundreds of thousands of times growing up. You learn to meditate from him. You look out and you can see the bustle of the city around you, the cars, the power lines, the drones. You watch as the bullet train that runs over the river next to your temple goes past. There's some music in the background, probably playing from one of the shops nearby.
Mhm.
Can't quite put your finger on what it is. What are you looking for, daughter?
I am seeking power.
Again with not what we look for. That is not the meaning of these teachings. Do you remember what this is for? Do you remember our purpose? We are not creatures of power.
But we have power. And we
Yes.
hold that power. And I can be who I'm supposed to be with that power.
You are already who you are supposed to be, and you will be who you are supposed to be when you become that person. Do better. You know better. I have taught you better. Don't disappoint me. Dawn or dusk comes with the night in this small French village. Michellangelo, you open your eyes. Hours have passed. You find yourself equal parts. How does Michellangelo feel right now?
Angry. Really freaking pissed. My dad doesn't understand me. And he's not smart. He doesn't know. He's hiding something from me. And I know he does because he thinks doesn't think I'm ready, but I am ready. It's not a secret what we are and what we want to be. To think of anything else other than that all day long is a lie.
EcoJet lands. Marcus talks to him, gives the stuff. EcoJet flies away. Marcus sets up camp for the night. Who's going to do watches?
I'll do first.
Okay.
I'll take second, I guess.
Okay.
But I will. At some point, I will will have given Florida another extract of Cure Light Wounds.
Okay.
Ugh. She only heals 6 this time.
Is she healed all the way up? She just doesn't look better because she's got.
She just doesn't feel good or look better. No.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were saying she still looks hurt or not. So.
She doesn't look hurt. She just doesn't look good or feel better.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Michellangelo, roll me a perception check for your first watch.
I believe that's a 19. Nope.
Okay.
That's a 24. 23. 23.
This time, you guys are camped out close enough that you can see the village as night falls. And you watch as this town that has been pretty lively, bustling, people going about their business. Everyone puts away their stuff. You watch as they put their horses and donkeys and other livestock away, and you watch as they all meet at the center of the town, and a young man, maybe a younger looking man, age is kind of hard at this distance, like light fair hair, as it begins to get dark, raises up his hand in a small light that emanates from his finger at a 60-foot-ish diameter, and everybody kind of everybody walks, and like he watches, they're like chatting as they walk in a like loose line to the church.
What?
Yeah, they just walk to the church.
Nudge. Where's Leo?
Where he always is.
Can you get him out? Look, look. They're all going to the church.
I'll pull Leo out.
Have him fly over there. See what's going on.
Someone is feeling rather bossy.
Draconic. That's my draconic voice.
Going to speak to Leo in a different language.
Oh.
Basically telling him to follow them.
Yeah. How fast can you fly?
I'm gonna say he's gonna ignore you. And then I will turn to Marcus in Florida and nudge them awake.
Okay.
Leo has a 60-foot fly speed.
Okay. Leo takes off. Roll me stealth, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Where they're going, are there trees or is it like open hills?
Open hills. The way that they are going, they're just walking up the path to the church. It's just an open hills.
That
but
is
it is like dusk, so it is dark out.
That is a natural 20, total of 39.
Holy.
Nice.
Yeah. What the? No.
Yeah. If he was in the forest, it would be higher.
No. His stealth is higher than mine. No.
Well, he's a semi-magical tiny tumor dragon, so
I've been replaced.
He can't throw shurikens, as far as I know.
Can he? Oh my goodness! I'll send a message to Leo.
Leo's too far away.
Dang it! I send a message to Doctor. Can Leo breathe fire?
No.
Are you going to teach him how to?
I mean, I could give him the ability with an extract, but
can you give me that ability with an extract?
No.
Why?
Well, actually, I suppose I might be able to.
Can you?
Leo.
Yes.
You find yourself flying through the dark night dusk air. You glide down back to that window you first walked in. You watch as the people of this village wander into the church. Looking through the window, you watch as the man with the light lowers his finger and makes a fist, and the light that's floating just a little bit above his head goes out. And then he starts pointing his finger at different points in the room as little like globules of light just begin to float, and mage light from Skyrim, basically. Just attached to some of the walls. You watch as the people, and there's probably about 20 in all, start moving the pews. So they're like, some of them are like facing each other, and they make like this like semicircle den. Someone rolls out a couple of like blankets. A couple people have like picnic baskets. Father Gael comes out, and he has a big tray with food and his cast iron teacup. And you watch as people are just like eating and chatting and talking. And it appears that they've just gathered to talk. There are no children. Everyone appears to be an adult.
Okay.
This is like chitty chitty bang bang stuff.
Yeah. Back to the group. I've sent Leo to follow them. He's very, shall we say, stealthy. He should be able to observe them unnoticed. Do we want to go up there and potentially risk being seen? I'm not convinced at this point that being seen would cause any kind of alarm, but I'd rather stay hidden as long as possible. Once lost, stealth can't be regained easily.
Did you find that thing that can make me breathe fire yet?
It's something I can make. Yes, if there comes a time when it's necessary, I can give you the ability to breathe fire.
Can you just make it in a potion bottle and I can just have it at the ready whenever?
Yes, but then you would have it and I would be down an extract.
How long do they last for?
Well, until they are consumed, but
oh, well, then that's not a problem.
I can only make a limited amount of them.
How many?
It takes... Alchemy is a difficult... How about I skip the long discussion and discourse on the finer points and fundamentals of alchemy and just explain that in a given day, there is a certain amount of any kind of extracts that I can make.
Are you done today?
No. But if I give you an extract and you hold on to it, I cannot make... I will make one less extract every day until you use it. It's best for it to be something that I make in the moment.
Can I just make it? And will you make it and I just use it real quick?
It doesn't... Once you've consumed it, it only lasts...
I know.
Not even a minute.
Can I just... Yeah! Can I just...
No. Not right now.
Oh, why not?
We're in a forest. We're trying to stay hidden. It's night.
I don't see
You're the one that's supposed to be the ninja.
I have other ideas too, though. It's fine. We're just going to be quiet and stealthy, and I'm just going to stop talking. My heart breaks inside of me.
Dare I ask what other ideas you had for breathing fire?
I wanted to breathe fire so I could be like a dragon. Which is what Leo is, but he can't breathe fire, so I would be better than him.
You don't have to compete with Leo.
You were gonna... Yes, huh?
Why?
Because... you see him? He can fly. I can't fly.
Flutter goes, if it makes you feel better, flying fucking sucks.
If you wish,
Walking sucks.
I could take a great deal of time and surgically make you wings.
Could you?
Potentially. It'd be very costly and had a chance of killing you. Or perhaps maiming you. Now with that out of the way, decision needs to be made. Are we going up to the church or not?
What does Leo say again?
I don't feel particularly comfortable myself, Doctor, but
I am. Where
Did you
are we? Is the church farther than a mile? I mean, it is on the totally other opposite side of the town from where we are right now.
A 5-minute walk?
It's not at the it's probably close to the edges of your empathy, but he definitely can still talk with you.
Okay.
5
This
minutes
is
run.
surprisingly, like, from where you're sitting, it's a surprisingly condensed space. The big parts of the town that are sprawling are the like fields for the farm, and those aren't in the directions that you're traveling.
As far as I can tell, the impressions that I'm getting from Leo, it seems like everyone is gathered in the church building and are just eating food.
Dinner. We're having dinner.
I
Together,
suppose. But
as a
it does
group.
seem a bit odd that they all marched.
Does
well,
it?
not marched,
It's a
but
community.
followed someone with a glowing ball of light over their head at night, just up into the hills.
Probably the leader. I mean, they meet the... My guess is it's probably just dinner time.
Glowing orb of light, clearly magical in its origin.
Yeah.
Doesn't strike you as unusual for the average town in France, or anywhere else for that matter.
Is it supposed to be unusual?
I really am going to have to learn quite a bit more about Japan. Yes. Suffice to say, it is rather unusual for an entire village to be roused at night by a figure with a glowing orb
For
of
dinner.
magical light.
But it's dinner time.
Were you summoned to dinner with magic? Where you come from?
Yeah! I mean, magic.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't
Regardless,
finish
they
my
don't seem to
sentence.
be doing anything dangerous or
I could always charm one
something.
of them if we wanted to kidnap one.
That seems like an extreme measure. Let's try to think of other ideas first.
Were there old people?
The best I can get at this range from Leo is just impressions and feelings. It's not a precise way to communicate. Marcus, Florida, any thoughts?
Florida has fully fallen back asleep.
Oh, great.
Marcus is been stroking his beard for most of this conversation. I really don't like the idea of giving up our stealth. I really don't like the idea of going and tracking them right now.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
I feel like I feel like we're already in a vulnerable enough position.
It's
where
your
we can
watch.
Finish my watch.
Is it the end of your watch or the middle?
It's now the end of my watch. I have succeeded in my watch.
After talking, it might be the middle of your watch.
Good night.
Very well.
It's true.
Let's stay here. Leo will stay with them, and when he gets back, he can give me a more detailed record of events.
You could just do second watch.
I already have second watch.
Great. Good night. Putting my arms and legs around the outside of my shell because I can't actually bring them.
Marcus is gonna put his hand on your shoulder, Dr. Inwood. Do you want me to take the watch with you, or are you gonna be okay?
Get some rest. Something tells me we're going to need all the rest we can get now. This upcoming festival makes me uneasy.
Alright. Night, Doctor.
Sleep well.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, for a second, I thought that was a 1, but it's a 7, which is 7 times better. That is going to be a 17.
Nice.
17. Again, the forest is eerily quiet at night. There are no crickets, no no sounds of wildlife really at all.
Thank you. No wildlife.
Interesting. But we already knew that from previously.
Last night.
Still.
Whoa.
You sit your watch, and for the most part, nothing happens. And you get near the end when you hear a soft cracking of wood. And you watch as shimmering out near one of the trees, near enough to you that you could like easily underhand toss something to that space. A chameleon suit turns off. Mission status.
No concrete results yet, but I have some promising developments.
Understood. Have you been compromised?
Not in the slightest.
Excellent work. And the chameleon suit turns back on, and you continue your watch without any...
Did Justin say what they looked like or no? Or
Nope.
Okay.
He did not.
What the frick?
And you wouldn't even see Dr. Inwood. It would be a full chameleon suit, the head, the helmet, no external, just a humanoid figure.
But I know what language they were talking in, or speaking in.
Yeah.
Okay. Mysterious mysteries of unsolved mysteries.
Dr. Inwood, you wake Florida for her watch.
Did Leo return?
Yes, Leo did return and relay all the info. Nothing particular happens. Nobody leaves. They all eat. They sit and chat for a while. And by the time Leo had left, they all had fallen asleep.
Okay.
You guys wake in the morning. Michellangelo, could you make me a fortitude check, please? Fortitude save.
26.
All right. You feel much better than you did yesterday. You are still down 1 constitution, but you seem to have shaken off whatever bug.
How's Florida looking?
You guys wake later than you would have, as Florida does not wake you as you see her dead body sitting at her post.
What?
She looks withered, and there are pustules on her body. And I think that's where we're going to leave off for tonight.
Oh, man, that sucks. She really? She of all people failed the fortitude save?
Something.
She rolled poorly, and then I rolled max damage again.
Oh.
Oh.
Crap.
Oh. Florida. We were bonding. She protected me. I mean, at least it wasn't Marcus.
Yeah, that would put a
Be like, well, something's gonna happen. Well, if he does die, something. Who knows when we're breaking the reality? Oh my gosh! Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Oh, dang, that sucks.
Body.
That really sucks.
Oh.
It's like, man.
Oh.
That is a fucking brutal disease.
When he said yet, and then I wake up in the morning, I have to roll fortitude. I was like, there's the yet. There it is.
You only have to make one save for it, though.
And she probably has the best fortitude save out of anyone except potentially Marcus.
Marcus definitely has a better
I have a +9.
better con save. She has a decent con score. She is definitely intelligence and strength based.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but her class bonus from her class bonus should be decent. Is what I meant.
True.
Huh.
So good. Oh man. Oh, poor Florida. Oh no.
Oh.
No.
Well, we're gonna have to burn her body.
No, she's dead. She's dead. Did this just happen? Can I run over there? Can I run over there?
Yeah, make me a heal check.
I will make a knowledge
Nat
nature.
20.
Oh, look at you.
She is still warm. She has just died.
Okay. And Macarena. Come on, wake up.
Fortunately, your song of rage cannot inspire a dead corpse.
I will cure light wounds on her.
Roll me a heal check.
A heal? Oh,
Or spellcraft. Roll me spellcraft.
I don't have spellcraft.
Roll me a con.
I do. I do have spellcraft.
Okay.
20. Unnatural.
You cast Cure Light Wounds, and you watch the glowing, watery energy of your Kappa magic flow over and through Florida and out into the ground as you watch the life of the grass and the undergrowth around her become more vibrant.
Just gonna put my hand on Michelangelo's shoulder. Michelangelo.
No, make a thing! Make a thing! Make a thing!
There is
You
nothing.
can do it! Make a thing!
There is nothing we can do for her.
Yes, there
There
is.
is nothing we can
Yes,
do for her,
there
Michelangelo.
is. Oh my gosh, no. Wand of Virtue. Gosh.
There is no target for the Wand of Virtue.
Michelangelo, this is the reality of war. She knew the risks. She knew what could happen. All we can do for her now is show her proper respect and carry on this mission so that her death is not in vain.
Marcus puts his hand on your shoulder. Michellangelo, the doctor's right. Speaking of which, doctor, do you have I don't believe that she's not going to come back as something we don't particularly want. Do you have something we can use to take care of the body?
My question to you is:
Look at you making.
does this do Festerogs create more Festerogs from like killing them, like similar to a ghoul?
No, but it is always possible. Festerogs are made. Someone has to intentionally make a Festerog.
Yeah.
That being said, undead come. The undead have a pretty nasty, like comorbid cycle where if an undead doesn't make more undead, they have a really nasty tendency to make the people they kill become undead anyways. Like there's a lot of like taint that happens there. It's like violent death mixed with already undead energies. Like it's entirely possible that her body will be fine, but it's like it is a risk.
Yeah. Michellangelo, I don't think this is the way you wanted to do this, but if you would like, now is a good time for us to have need of fire.
Marcus is calling up stone slabs so that Florida is laying in like a kind of stone coffin, just so when you burn the body, you don't light fire everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna go get some firewood to lay on. He's gonna make a pyre.
This is what she would want. There is a risk here that she could become similar to what felled her.
I'm pretty sure what she would want is to be freaking alive.
Undoubtedly. But that is not a reality that we can change.
Marcus comes back with a handful of wood. Michellangelo, I understand that this is not something you're accustomed to, and I am truly sorry. Death is not something anyone should be accustomed to, but this is an unfortunate nature of the work we are doing, and it is my job to make sure that as many of us come home as possible. I failed at that. I should have paid more attention to Florida. I thought the doctor had a better handle of it, and that's not a condemnation on your work, doctor. That is a condemnation on my laxness in this situation. But we still have a job to do, and we still need to protect ourselves. And I think for sure Florida would not want to become a problem for us.
Give me the extract.
Gonna mix an extract of...
Marcus is going to lift up the big-ass black sword and put it in her hands, so it lays on top of her.
Oh.
That will give Michellangelo an extract of fire breath.
Marcus puts his hand at the edge of the coffin and he goes, Florida was a complicated woman. I can't say that we knew her well, but I can say that she was honorable and strong and loyal. And we are not soon going to forget her. Thank you, Florida, for fighting for us and for fighting with us.
Sorry.
It's very cool. But Michelangelo is looking at you to go next.
Florida, you played a great role in this little team that we have. You were immovable, seemingly unchangeable, unconquerable. And you will be missed. And I regret for my part lack of diligence and considering your injuries.
Florida, Ocelia, Kalia, Kaylee,
Callie?
Kaylee, Casey, Ceallaigh.
Okelia. It's O'Kelly.
Okay.
Callie, yeah.
Florida, O'Kelly, the Black Blade Magnus, not American.
Scottish.
Marcus, that's you have protected us and kept us safe, and by doing this, it keeps you keeping that promise of keeping us safe. And so to Florida, I say to you, Sayonara. And I will drink it. And I will breathe fire.
You have 3 fire breaths.
I will do 3 fire breaths.
Out comes a pouring of flame. A rightness that you have not felt before comes over you in this profoundly sad moment. This is not how you would want a power like this to be used, but it is a power you are meant to wield. And you take another deep breath and exhale, and it is every bit as natural as breathing. You take another breath, and the last one comes out. In a converse of what this extract normally does, each breath becomes increasing in power till that final breath catches Florida as the pyre and the wood at her body alights. Florida O'Kelly is no more. And you all steel yourselves for a task that's now a little bit harder, a little bit more lonely, as ash returns to ash. It's a sad, sad moment. Good, you feckers thought to burn the body. That's smart. Florida sits up in the pyre, crack in her neck.
No way!
Smart.
No freaking way!
Most people don't think about that.
Florida?
Give me a minute. I got something. And just like this blob of like phlegm and ash, just like right over the edge.
We each get one!
Out and like dusts the like embers and shit off of her. I guess I'm going in burnt clothes. Feckin' awesome.
I hug her in the ashes. Oh.
Well, I feel better now.
I'm going to cast Identify on myself.
You were dead.
Or take an extract of Identify.
Florida has a magical black sword. Michellangelo has a variety of magical items on her. Marcus, strangely, has no magic items. Florida does not give off any aura of necromancy or undeath. To the best of your knowledge, she is a fully living, normal human being.
I'm going to take an extract of Death Watch.
All right, Death Watch. You look. Florida's at full health. She's not near death. She does not appear to be in any ill condition. She's a little singed and a little burned.
I am really glad that I burned you.
And I think, once again, this is where we will leave off.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Well, that was unexpected.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
All of it. Oh my gosh. Florida. Oh, that's so funny. Sits up in the ashes. That's so cool. Thanks, Justin. Whoa.
Never a dull moment.
Never. This whole thing is a roller coaster. I love it.
I really have a full incapability of sticking to genre.
So good.
Except for horror. Horror is a pretty consistent genre through my campaigns.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Oh, there's horror in this. Oh man, that's so good. Oh my gosh. I thought she was gone. I thought, Justin, you were tearing up, and I was like, no. And he's gonna say it. That's where we're gonna end our session, and it's gonna be sad. We're gonna be like, there goes Florida, and then it's just like, glad you thought to burn the body. Like, what?
I half a moment thought that was going to be friggin' Nexus showing up for...
That's what I thought too. I was like, or something, or
Like,
or
someone
that her
just, like,
ghost was
walked
there
in. It's
watching.
like, hey, you thought to, like, you know...
Or that her ghost was watching us. Yeah, I don't
So,
know.
yeah, suddenly she's, her ghost
It
or
was
something.
like,
That thought occurred to me, too.
Bye, Florida. That's cool.
She comes back as a wraith.
No.
Florida, the friendly wraith.
No.
Fucking God.
She
Yeah, that's who you want to fight. Florida's ghost.
Let's not ever. No. Don't
Yeah.
give him ideas.